Hello students, welcome to class 8 exercise 1.7 challenging problems. First 11, 12 and 13th sum do as the homework. We'll continue the 14th question. If P plus Q, 2Q is equal to 18 and PQ is equal to 40, find 2 by P plus 1 by Q. So they ask you to find 2 by P plus 1 by Q. Here they given the plus and the denominators are different, means take the common denominator. The common denominator for P and Q is PQ. So then cross multiple into Q into P. Therefore 2Q plus P. Now what they given the value? P plus 2Q is equal to 18. Therefore, here change and write P plus 2Q by PQ. So, P plus 2Q is equal to 18 by PQ is equal to 40. So, if you cancel in 2 table, 2 9s are 220. Therefore, your answer is 9 by 20. Now, your 15th question, find x if 5x by 5 into 3 by 4 is equal to 21. So, if it is in a mixed fraction, convert into fraction into and plus. 5's are 25, 25 plus x is 25 plus x by 5 into 4 3's are 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. 15 by 4 is equal to 21. Now you are going to find the value of the x. So keep the term 25 plus x and bring the remaining to the right hand side. 21 into, if you bring 15 by 4 to your right hand side, you have to take the reciprocal, that is 4 by 15 into here 1 by 5 if you take is 5 by 1. So in 5 table 3 times, 1 time, in 3 table 7 times. 25 plus x is equal to 7 4s are 28. X is equal to 28 minus 25 is equal to 3. Therefore x value is equal to 3. Next is 16th sum. By how much does 1 by 10 by 11 exceed 1 by 10 by 11? So write it down. 1 by 10 by 11 minus 1 by 10 by 11. So take the reciprocal of this. If you take the reciprocal of 10 by 11 is 11 by 10 minus here 1 by 10 into, if you take the reciprocal of 11 by 1 is 1 by 11. Therefore 11 by 10 minus 1 by 10 into 11 is 110. Now here in between minus sign is there. So what you have to do, take the common denominator. The common denominator is 110. In 10 table, 110 is divisible by 11 times. So, into 11, here into 1. 11 into 11 is 121 minus 1, which is equal to 120 by 110. If you cancel 0 and 0, you will get 12 by 11. So, your answer is 12 by 11. 17th question, do as a homework. Now, we'll move to the 18th one. Evaluate square root of and use it to compute square root of 2862.25 plus 28.6225. So, first you have to take the square root of this number. 286225. You know the long division method. Group the numbers into a pair and see to that which square number is less than 28. If you see here, 5 5s are 25. Then 8 minus 5 is 3. Bring both the numbers together down. Multiply the quotient top number with 2. 5 2s are 10. So with this 10, which number if you multiple, you will get 362. The square number 103 into 3. That is 3 3s are 9. 3 into 0 is 0. 3 1s are 3. Now minus 12 minus 9 is 3 5. Then bring both the numbers together. 10. Here 3 into 2, which is equal to 6. Now see the square number which you multiple with 106. You will get equal or lesser than 5325. So if you see here, 5 into 5. 5 5s are 25. Carry 2 5 6 are 30. 30 plus 2 is 32. Carry 3. 5 into 0 is 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. 5 1s are 5. So the square root of 286225 is equal to 535. Now you have to use it to compute square root of this number. Therefore, square root of 2862.25. First change the decimal number into the whole number. As a given before 2 number, the decimal point. So to remove this decimal point, divided by 2. Divided by 100. Because before the 2 numbers, they given the decimal point. So to remove this point, you are dividing it by 100. Now the square root of 286225 is equal to 535. By square root of 100 is 10. As it is divided by 10, you have to write this number in decimal point 53.5. Because here only 1 0. You have to move one place to keep the point. Then you have to find the square root of this number. Next one. That is square root of 28.6225. So here before 4 number they given the point. So to remove this point, you have to divide it by 10,000. 286225 as they given before the 4 number, the decimal point. So you have to write 10,000, which is equal to the square root of this number is 535. The square root of 10,000 is 100. As a given, as it is the denominator as 100, you have to write this number in decimal point, that is 5.35. Because here 2 0 are there, so before 2 number you have to keep the point. Now 53.5 plus 5.35. How you will add 53.5, 5.35, which is equal to 58.85. Your answer is 58.85. Next 19th and 20th sum do as a homework sum. Hello students, welcome to class 8. Today we are going to see the new chapter measurement. In this we are going to see the important formulas. Perimeter and the area you already learned in your 7th standard. But now we are going to learn the new perimeter of the sector and the area of the sector. Okay. So you know very well perimeter of the circle is 2 pi r units. Perimeter of semicircle is equal to pi plus 2 into r units. Perimeter of the circular quadrant is equal to pi by 2 plus 2 into r units. Now perimeter of the sector. Sector means the circle is divided into equal parts. It's called the sector. Therefore, P is equal to L plus 2R units. Now, area. Area of the circle, you know very well, pi r square unit. Semicircle means the circle is divided into two parts. Therefore, pi r square by 2 square unit. Then area of quadrant of the circle. Quadrant means the circle is divided into 4. Therefore, pi r square by 4 square unit. Then area of the sector. Area of the sector, you will have three formulas. Suppose if they given the central angle value. Suppose if they given this angle value, you have to use theta by 360 into pi r square. If they given the n value, that is number of the sector equally divided 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you see here, n is equal to 8. Suppose if they given n value and find out the area of the sector means you have to use 1 by n into pi r square. Then if they given n value and ask you to find out the area of the sector, then LR by 2 square unit. The same way, length of the arc of the sector. Length of the arc of the sector also you have to do formula. If the central angle value is given means you have to use theta by 360 into 2 pi r. If they given the n value means 1 by n into 2 pi r units. So learn all these formulas, then we'll move to the exercise sums. Measurement exercise 2.1, your fourth question for the sectors. With the given measurement, find the length of the arc, area and perimeter. Pi is equal to 3.14, central angle 45 degree, r is equal to 16 centimeter. So, you have to find the length of the arc. Length of the arc is equal to, you know the formula, theta by 360 into 2 pi r units. Theta value they given 45 degree. Substitute the value in the place of the theta by 360 into 2 into pi value 3.14 into r they given 16. Okay, then cancel. In 5 table 5 9s are 572. Then 9 1s are 9 8s are 8 1s are 8 2s are. So 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 3.14 which is equal to 12.56 centimeter. Next question is area of the sector. Area of the sector is equal to theta by 360 into pi r square unit. Theta value is 45. 45 by 360 into 3.14 into 16 into 16. If we cancel this 45 and 360, 45 ones are 45 8s are 8 ones are 8 twos are. 2 into 16 is equal to 32. 3.14 into 32 is equal to 10,048. You have to keep the point before the 2 number. Next one is perimeter of the sector. Perimeter of the sector is equal to L plus 2R units. Value of L is what you found out here in the first question. Length of the arc is equal to 12.56 centimeter. So substitute the value in the place of L plus 2 into R. R value is what they given 16. Therefore 12.56 plus 2 into 16 is 32. So if you had this 12.56 plus 32, which is equal to, see here, 12.56, you have to write 32 here, point after decimal they didn't give the number, so write 0, 6, 5, 0.2 plus 2 is 4, 3 plus 1 is 4, that is 44.56 centimeter. The second question is your homework question. See here, given the central angle 120 degree and instead of R they given the D value, diameter, that is 12.6 centimeter. So to find out the R value, what you will do? R is equal to D by 2. 12.6 divided by 2 is equal to 6.3 centimeter. So if they given in the question diameter value means convert into the radius and then substitute in the formula. Okay. Continue the remaining part. Next, your fifth question. From the measurement given below, find the area of the sector. Length of the arc is equal to 48 meter and R is equal to 10 meter. Ask you to find out the area of the sector. Area of the sector as a given L value and R value, L by R by 2, L into R by 2, which is equal to L equal to 48 into R is equal to 10 divided by 2, 2 5s are. Then 48 into 2, 5 is 240 meter square. Next one is your homework question. Length of the arc is equal to 50 centimeter and R is equal to 13.5 centimeter. Then we move to the sixth question. Find the central angle of the sectors whose measures are given below. Ask you to use the pi value is equal to 22 by 7. Given the value is area and the R. You have to find out the central angle of the sector. Next one, sixth. Find the central angle of the sector whose measures are given below. Pi is equal to 22 by 7. Area is equal to 462. R is equal to 21. Ask you to find out the central angle of the sector. As they given here the area value and R value, we can use the area of the sector formula to find out the central angle. Theta by 360 into pi r square unit. Area value what they given 462. Theta you are going to find it out. 360 into 22 by 7 into R value 21 into 21. So if you cancel here 3 times. Then in 3 table 3 ones are 3, 12s are, then the 0. Then again if you see here in 3 table. 3 4s are 0, then 3 7s are 20, 11 times. We can't able to cancel. So the remaining, bring it to your left hand side. If you bring the right hand side number to the left hand side, you have to take the reciprocal of the number, keeping the theta in your right hand side. So the reciprocal of 1 by 20 is 20 by 1 into 11 by 1 is 1 by 11. Then 7 by 1 is 1 by 7. Cancel. 11 table. 11 4s are 11 2s are. Then 7 table. 7 1s are 7 6 are. Therefore, the theta value is equal to 120 degree. Central angle of the sector is equal to 120 degree. Next one is find the central angle of the sector, but they given the length of the arc is equal to 44 and r is equal to 35. So to find the central angle, use the length of the arc. Length of the arc is theta by 360 into 2 pi r. Remaining thing, do as the homework. Substitute the value of the pi and r and find out the theta value. Next we move to the next question. Seventh question, a circle of radius 120 meter is divided into 8 equal sector. Find the length of the arc of each of the sectors. First take and write what is given. Radius is equal to 120 meter. Sector, that is a circle is divided into 8 equal sectors. N is equal to 1 by 8. Ask you to find out the length of the arc of the sector, which is equal to, if they given n value, the formula is 1 by n into 2 pi r. 1 by n value is 8, substitute in the place of n, into 2 into pi, write it as it is, into 120. So in 4 table, 4 2s are, 4 3s are, then 0. 2 and 2 cancel. Answer is 30 pi meter. The length of the arc of the sector is 30 pi meter. Now the 8th question is, a circle of radius 70 meter is divided into 5 equal sector. Find the area of each of the sectors. Now they are given the radius value 70 meter and sector n is equal to 1 by 5. Therefore, area of the sector is equal to 1 by n pi r square. If they given the sector value, you have to use area of sector is equal to 1 by n pi r square. So 1 by 5, write pi as it is, no need to substitute the value of for the pi. Then r value is 70 into 70. In 5 table, 5 ones are 5, carry 2, 5 4s are 20. Therefore 7 4s are 28, 8 carry 2, 7 1s are 7, 7 plus 2 is 9. Then the 0. 980 by meter. Then the 9th question, do as a homework sum. We'll move to the 10th one. 10th question, a circle is formed with 8 equal granite stone as shown in the figure, each of the radius 56 cm and whose central angle is 45 degree. Find the area of each of the granite stone, and given the pi value is equal to 22/7. So write it down. Radius is equal to 56 cm and sector (1 by 8), that is n value, and pi value ask you to use 22/7. Therefore, area of the sector is equal to 1 by n pi r square, 1 by 8 into 22/7 into 56 into 56. 7 table 7 8s are. In 8 table 7 times. Then 7 8s are 56 into 22, which is equal to 1232 centimeter square.